Okay. So, how, what is the proper order to detox?
Yeah, that's definitely not a colon tea.
Drinking a tea for the colon to
Yeah,
make you have a colon cleanse? That's not a
that's
detox?
not a detox. So you hop on the thing on TikTok and get the latest cleanse. It just that's not what you got to do. So there is a proper order to do it. Now,
Okay.
the number one
Enlighten us.
thing you got to do is open up your colon. And we're kind of playing around and hinting at it. But that's how many times you poop in a day. You got to get some flowing going on there. One time a week is not going to work. One time a day will not work. We got to get things moving through your body because your body's going to absorb what it needs quickly and get rid of stuff it doesn't need. That's how the body works. And that's how any animal body works. Now, animals eat stuff and poof, they're gone, right? So the colon, we got to get to 2-3 times of good quality. I'm gonna call them poos, okay? That are not too hard, not like diarrhea as well, soft and watery, but just the right texture. Don't want to get too graphic here, but we got to flow 2-3 times a day, right? Poops, working on the colon.
Okay. What's next?
Next thing is once you get that going good, you'll be also kind of working on your kidneys by drinking the proper amount of water. Don't need to go crazy on some herbal teas. And you want to focus on the liver. I pounded away how the liver is needed, because that's the filter of the body. It works hard to filter all the stuff that goes into the bloodstream. So you got to be able to allow the liver to cleanse itself out, get rid of all the junk, to make the bile, to give all that stuff to the gallbladder. So that includes the liver is a gallbladder as well. And that's just getting the bile to flow really, really good into the stools, out of the body. So now we're starting to create this cycle of flow through the body, right? From all the inflow of the stuff you put into your body that we talked about earlier.
Okay. What's next?
Next thing we work on, and this is another part that a lot of cleanses do not mention, and that's the lymphatic system.
Oh, wow.
Have you, besides me and you talking, or our coaches, have you heard of anybody really talk about
No.
the lymph? Yeah, the lymphatic system is where essentially your body fights off diseases. So you want good flow of the lymphatic system to get it out, because that does kind of go back into excreted into your the normal way of excretion. So yes, the lymphatic system is next, and so colon, liver, gallbladder, and then lymphatic system.
Okay.
That is kind of your drainage pathways. I mean, of course, we got to talk about sweating, breathing properly. But once that's going, you're peeing and pooping, now we can start to really get into pulling out those major toxins that causing disease and disorder and destruction.
Okay.
So once that's flowing, next step we go to is to start working on and pulling out parasites. Parasites are normal. Parasites you think you can only get from the water in Mexico or some other foreign country. No.
I just think of these long worms inside of you.
And there's some are long ones, some are small, but they're there, and they cause a lot of problems with the toxins they can develop. They steal all the good nutrients. They can spew all the stuff that throw off your hormones the way you think. So those little boogers, you want to get out of the body, and there's a way to get to them inside your gut by thoroughly cleaning it out to get to the point where they're hiding behind all that sludge, if you will, because it's sludgy. Think of a dirty, moldy water hose. You put your finger in there and you can
Oh,
slide
man,
all
you're
around.
giving me a visual.
Well, I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is. If you want a real good visual, all you got to do is in the mirror, open your mouth, and you can see what condition it is. You got a nice, clean, pristine, inflammation-free mouth, they're probably going to have a nice rest of the pipe going to the body. If it's looking kind of rough, you're going to have a rough looking.
Oh, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
parasites will be for next, and then you're also able to target the heavy metals. Pull out the heavy metals. You want to make sure you do it properly and flowing out, because if not, it can be all these toxins can be reabsorbed.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, is it, would you say, and it's key to have a good support system? You shouldn't do these by yourself?
Yeah, you definitely want to have that properly attended to. Because if you try to do it by yourself, you're going to feel worse.
Okay.
Because you're not going to know how to properly design this. You're not going to know how to do what steps going to go first or what you got to do it. And a lot of people they try to do it themselves, and they end up quitting after a day or two or three because they start feeling worse, and that's because they haven't focused on the energy or the drainage pathways.
Gotcha.
So that will definitely, yeah.
So, so if they have the proper support and t- they take in opening up their drainage pathways
Mhm.
and they are targeting these different things, what other type of support do they need to help this process along?